So hi, so today's Detox Tuesday, and I want to talk to you guys about detoxing. So how to keep your skin looking younger, how to maintain that youthful glow. So first thing to do is you need to cut your toxic load. So it's all the heavy toxins that always result in your skin looking old. So things like lactic acid. I'm just going to look here. Things like glycolic acid, things that are meant to be anti-aging. So those are some of the things that you really need to keep away from, and try and go for a natural solution for that. So I'm going to give you 5 things that you need to change, or 5 things that you need to look out for when you're purchasing your skincare. So the first thing is make sure it's natural or organic and food grade. So it's got to be natural, organic, and food grade. Those are the things you need to look out for. Then the second thing, you need to make sure that it's a certified product. So depending on where you live, or depending on where you buy these things, so they'll either be certified by the EU or USDA. It just depends on what the certifying body is, where that product was made. So you just need to make sure that it is certified. And then the third thing is you need to look out for greenwashing. So what greenwashing is, where they put a little bit of the natural ingredient or the organic ingredient, and they sell it, they palm it off as organic. So for example, 50 milliliter, not even 50, 500 milliliter size coconut oil, or say they're saying it's coconut oil, and it's 500 milliliters, and it's costing you £5. And then you have a small 50 ml of coconut oil that's probably £10. So that tells you that it's definitely greenwashed. So that's one of the ways that you can find out. And then also, of course, by reading the label, that will tell you that this is an organic product, it's a natural product. Then the fourth thing is you need to check the expiry date on these natural products. So natural products, by their nature, don't have long shelf lives. That is because of the type of preservative used in them. So normally it will tell you something like used for 3 months after opening, from the date of opening, and it will have a very short shelf life compared to something that's got 5 years. So if you have a product that's got 2 or 5 years shelf life, that is a dead product. Okay, so don't touch it. So that's the fourth way you can find out. And then the fifth thing also is you need to be aware of allergies. So just because something is natural or something is organic doesn't mean that you are not going to react to that product. So you need to read the allergens and see the allergen information to see whether you could be allergic to that or not. And then you always need to do a patch test. So before you use anything, you need to they say a little bit behind the ear, or on your arm, somewhere very sensitive, but a dash, or inside, just a drop there. So once you've done that, then you also need to be reasonable. So you need to be reasonable in the sense that you're not going to always find something that is going to work for you. The third thing is make sure that it's certified by anybody, any certification body in the country of production. And then the next thing is to look for the expiry date. Make sure that it doesn't have a long expiry date. So if it's saying to you it expires after 6 months, 6 months, that's fine. If it's telling you that it expires after 5 years, that is a no-no. And also just check that it's in date. And then the next thing, make sure that you are not allergic. So anything is going to be labeled. So all the allergens are going to be labeled. And then also finally, you need to be reasonable. You're not always going to get everything organic. So you're going to maybe have to do natural, and then you also need to do a bit of a compromise, you know, so that's why we detox. So you're not, in certain areas, you may still be using toxic or things that are not 100% kosher, because that is what you have. If it's not practical, or it could be that it's not practical, the product itself doesn't last for that long. Okay, so you might want a fresh avocado to do your face mask every day, but the truth of the matter is you might live somewhere where you can't buy a fresh avocado every morning. You know, that's fine. So that is it. And on the next video, I'll tell you what it is that you can actually use practically in terms of, you know, the oils and things that you can use to replace, you know, these toxins. So thank you, and I'll see you next